What's happening, Spy Pandas? Peter Von Panda here. Got this Combro, world's first Starlight night vision camera pen. It's a spy pen, peeps. It's a spy pen. Let's unbox this sucker because I want to get peeping with it, peeps. That was a lot of peeps. I should grab one of those marshmallow treats and have that too. All right, so here is the true unboxing. It's got like ribbons hanging off the edge. Not sure why. Hey, it looks like just kind of a Monk pen or something like that. A Parker or Waterman. It's pretty nice. It's actually light for being a luxury pen. Or, you know, if it's simulating a luxury pen. It's got about the same weight. You know, it's not super heavy, but you can feel like there's some weight right up here. And here is the camera lens. If I can get in on that right there so you can see that. And the pen almost has to be black, I think, to hide that little lens. You wouldn't even see it. You know, I would see this. If I saw this, I thought it might be a little jewel or something. Sometimes they put jewels on the clips here. You can see that. I think this might be like an infrared illuminator there, but it's all nice and subtle. Serial number on the side there too. You know, in silver hardware, top and bottom. It's got a little cut in there, and then if I twist this bottom, look at that, you get a real pen. Not sure how you get that pen out to refill it. I don't know that you even need to. And then you have a little pinhole right there, and I'm assuming maybe that's a microphone, kind of guessing. So I'm also thinking there must be something going on to get that stuff out. So it does come with all your kind of standard cards. I've got a user manual here. I have a ejector pin right here. I think actually maybe that's your reset button. That's kind of what I'm guessing. But there's a micro USB cable here, and so there must be a way to get into this up. So they're basically to pull out this top, and because you got to get your SD card or your micro SD card in there. You can see the cap here. It looks almost like there's a little emblem placed there. So that's what this is for. All right, so if we open up the top here, we can see we've got the little circuit board, and then we have the charging port here. And then what you want is a micro SD card like this. So I've got an 8 gigger, and you would just throw this sucker in. All right, got the camera here charged up a little bit. So this is the power button, but you access it through the little cap here. And this little button here actually is the button. So you can see there's a little pin right there, and that's how you're going to activate the sucker. So what I'm gonna do here is just install this back in. You can see the big plug goes into the micro USB port right there. And push that in and push it down. And the way we get this thing going, make sure that's on there, nice and flush, is this little LED light on the back. You're gonna hold it down for 2 seconds or longer, and that should power up the camera. And you can see there, it's flashing blue, which means it should be recording, okay? Now, I do like the fact that that is a really subtle flash. Otherwise, if we're flashing, you know, and I'm assuming you put this in your breast pocket or something like that, and we're really bright, it would give it away that you're surreptitiously recording something for your investigative journalism. And then to stop it, you just hold this down again for 2 seconds plus, and it goes off. And what it'll do then is it will save that recording to the SD card. Now, you can also, once you pop this sucker off, you can actually use a micro USB cable to connect it directly to your computer, or take out your SD card and, you know, use a reader or pop it into your computer. And those video files should just be, you know, they're usually AVIs or MP4s or something like that. And so you can just kind of drag and drop them from the external drive and then edit them or whatnot. So I'm gonna shoot some video with this and we'll see what it looks like.
All right, so initially I wasn't sure if it would record audio or not. It makes sense that it doesn't, but obviously it doesn't record any audio, so I'm just doing a voiceover here separately. You know, I shot this in my little studio here, and you can see that the frame rate must be the same refresh rate as my LED light, so we're getting a little bit of streaking there. But otherwise, the quality is actually pretty good. Now, the coloration is maybe just a little bit off. It kind of has a little bit of an Instagram filter-ish look to it. So I wanted to go outside and see what it would look like. You know, there is no way, at least in my experience to white balance the thing. But I gotta say, even when I was walking around with it, having it clipped to my shirt or even holding it in my hand, the image quality was pretty good. There's no image stabilization or anything like that. But, resolution wise, quite good. Color representation, while a little bit faded, has like I said, that filtered look, is actually pretty accurate. So sometimes, on these like smaller cameras, I've seen a real heavy purple shift for whatever reason, but I was really actually quite happy with this. And so if you're trying to film something, maybe you want to do it really subtly, maybe you are a reporter, this could definitely work. You throw in a bigger SD card, you could record quite a bit. So I'm pretty happy with this thing. It looks like a regular pen. I will put a link to it in the description if you want to pick one up. Peter Von Panda, out.